anyway, this is here you have 5,000 different essences now. Here's where it starts. That means if we want to make a perfume, of the 5,000, we make a formula first of all, and a formula we can use for about 300 different essences. That means rose, jasmine, violet, lavender, mimosa, etc., etc. Then we get the pure oil. Now the pure oil we put them in here. Okay, that makes the, for example, of opium we have 1 container of pure oil. Okay. Now to make the eau de toilette we only take 6% out of it, and we add alcohol and water. And then it goes into those containers. Oh. To make eau de perfume the same way, 12% pure essence, alcohol, water, and a little bit of fixation. And for the perfume, 22% alcohol and fixation and no water. That's why perfume stays the best on your skin. It's always smaller. Now everything is in metal and in tinted glass. This is very important because you always have to protect essences against light and heat. But also your perfume and your colognes. If you don't do that, after 2 or 3 months, it doesn't smell the same. Oh. Now here, those are museum pieces. We still use them, but now today everything is more like this aluminium, Linux. Okay?
Instead of the brass.
Yes.
Or the copper.
They have some old bottles, 150 years old, and they're made with the hands. Normally they're made with hand. They're real crystal bottles. We have a lot of glass blowers sitting around, so.
Ah.
And normally you can see people working here. Today it's a holiday in France. Holiday home too. Yeah. Where are you from?
Texas.
Okay. You have nice weather, huh?
Yes, it's
What is the climate in Texas?
It's hot right now. It's
Yes, but even all
it's
the
a
year.
dry. Well,
It's pretty
it
dry
depends.
where we live.
Okay.
We're up in the north central part,
Yes.
from Dallas Fort Worth.
Yes. Okay.
But down by Houston and the Gulf, it's real
Very
humid
warm.
like it is
Oh,
here.
so you're near Dallas.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
right between Dallas
We're
and Fort
between
Worth.
Dallas and
I
Fort Worth.
had a couple here for about a few weeks, and they came from Dallas. And at the moment we're diffusing the Dallas, that with GRUing, etc., etc. And she told me that the ranch that they live in, that they play the Dallas in, it's not so very big.
It's
and
small. It's very
It's
small.
very small,
haven't
and they
even
have a
been
lot of
there.
houses
I
around.
have. South
Yeah.
Fork.
Did you? South Fork, yeah.
It's very, very little. As a matter of fact, they use a lot of the same rooms in the movie for different things. Like if JR went off to his boardroom, it was really the dining room. They just came in and redid it.
Ah, okay. You see, and they told me also that there were a lot of houses around, because if you see if you see the film, you see it's a lot of space around, but it's
Well,
not.
we
so
do
I
big.
drove
have
by it
places
the first
like
time.
that.
I missed it. I missed it. It was like, did that say South Fork? You know?
We do have places like that where you'll have a house and a lot of land, but why they chose that one to do that?
Because
So,
they
I
had
don't
a
know.
landing pad. They could land a helicopter.
Well, there's out by
And it had an oil derrick behind the house.
there's a place out past where Stephen worked in Westlake where there's a strip of houses and there's a runway in between the houses, and everybody that lives there owns a private airplane.
Oh, great.
Stephen wants to live there.
Why
I'm
not?
like, and have all those airplanes taken
Why
off in
not?
your front yard all the
No,
time.
no,
No.
that's really awful. No.
We live
Okay,
close
anyway,
enough.
well, upstairs the containers. Now, the perfumes in the eau de toilette are transported with those pipelines into here. Okay, so we have the different perfumes here. And here we're going to put them in the bottle with the hands.
Wow.
Now, of course, this is not a big production factory, understand, because here are for about 6 girls working, and they are doing the production that we sell in the shop.
Oh, okay.
And everything is done with the hands, just to show you something, because the big production factory you can't visit anymore because it's too dangerous. You have to know that this city is the biggest perfume city in the world.
Yes.
Therefore, about 40 factories, there are only 3 that you can visit, and those 3 are just the ones that they are not making the big marks. All the other ones are making the big marks. Of course, you can't visit; it's secret too.
Yeah. But everything that's sold in this shop is made here?
Sure.
still
Only
quite
the
a bit.
soaps, not the soap.
Not the soaps?
No. Now those are the 4 pictures of the main flowers of grass. We have the Rose of May, which is very famous if, for example, there's a lot of, uses a lot of roses of May. In the middle you have the jasmine, you have a lot of jasmine fields, and when they are blowing, or how do you say that?
Blooming?
Blooming. The whole, or if, for example, there's a lot of, uses a lot of roses of May. In the middle you have the jasmine, you have a lot of jasmine fields, and when they are blowing, or how do you say that? Blooming. The whole city smells jasmine, that's great. Then you have the honeysuckle. And the jasmine down. Jasmine is August, September.
We get a lot of honeysuckle at home.
Yes, the wild honeysuckle. That's not even better than the cultivated honeysuckle.
So if we knew how to do it, we can make honeysuckle perfume.
I doubt it.
Normally you can't go in here. But I see that you want to film that. This is okay. Caroline, you can.
Okay.
Now, this is the most important place in the factory. The laboratory of Mr. Nose.
The nose. I told you.
This man is going to create the perfumes now. He has about 5,000 different essences available, and he's going to mix them to try to find another creation. He has a very good nose. You have to know that he's able to distinguish 500 of them in a few hours without seeing on the labels what it is. This is a gift. You can't learn this. You really have to be born with it. Now, of course, he doesn't smoke. He doesn't drink any alcohol. He's very careful not to catch a cold, etc., etc.
Doesn't have allergies, I'll bet.
No, better not.
Gotta stop the nose. He'd be in trouble.
Now, there are only 150 of those persons in the whole world. And we have about 39 here at the Côte d'Azur because, well, this is the biggest perfume industry in the world. Even the old marks like Estée Lauder, Calvin Klein, they come from here. The essences come from Grasse.
So then it's better to buy them over here?
Well, if you can find them, of course, because you can't buy any big mark perfumes like that in the factories. That's a shame. That's called an org. The bottles are called notes, and the nose is a compensator. So he's going to compensate a symphony of perfume. We are opening next month a new factory, and that new factory is going to attract people to making their own perfumes. So if you come, they're going to give you a mixture of I don't know how many essences, and you're going to mix them. You're going to find your own formula, and then you can put your own name on. It's great.
And next month?
Next month, yes.
And where will it be?
The 15th June.
But where?
Oh, it's just up. It's for about 1 kilometer.
Because we're going to be here till September.
Oh, okay.
Because my husband and I are working here.
Oh, okay. Great, great. So it's a very long holiday.
Yes.
Well, then you come
For her.
back.
I have to work.
Oh, you have to work. What are you doing?
I work with computers. We're here for Texas Instruments.
Ah, I know that
And
one. Yes.
yeah, she's a good friend of mine, so I brought her to watch him while my husband and I work. But I told him today is a holiday back home and it's a holiday over here, so I'm taking the day off, but he's at work. So.
Okay.
So, this is great.
So you've been in for 2-3 months. That's it. And you're going back.
I've been here since.
Recognize 3,500 different essences. There are 2 special schools to become a nose in France. There is one in Versailles, in Paris, and there is another one in Grasse. It's not very far from here. But not everybody can become a nose because it's a gift, it's a talent. That's why we don't have many of them. And the nose has to study about 7 years before being a nose. It takes a long time, 7 years to study. And this table over there, it's called the organ. It looks like an organ. And this is the place where the nose integrated the organ. Nobody works today, yeah? It's a shame because it's more interesting when you see people working. We have the distillation process here to extract the essence from the flowers. We don't really use those machines now because we have modern machines. But in Grasse, there are about 30 perfume factories, and 5 of them, 6 of them, they still work with those old machines. We need fresh flowers, and then we put those fresh flowers into this copper still over there. And then we have water and heat the mixture. So this produces a steam which takes the essential particle from the plant. So this steam goes through this tube called a swan's neck and then goes down into the cooling chamber. So there is condensation and you will get 2 liquids. The first one will be the essence and the other one will be the distilled water. And we keep this water when it's rose water to clean our face like a tonic for the face. And also orange blossom, because we make some cakes in France with the orange blossoms. Then you have different kinds of plants in front of you. Do you know patchouli? Patchouli. It's very strong. You have a lot of patchouli in this area. Oak moss and lavender. We also make some little bags of lavender. So we need 180 kilo of lavender to get 1 kilo of essence. And we need 600 kilo of rose to get 1 kilo of essence.
Good thing they grow their own lavender.
We were wondering where will we need our pots?
We have to go back.
Cool.
That must be a new fragrance or something. Yes, son.
We have the packing room here, and everything is done by hand. The only machine that we have is our label machine, the yellow ones. Both of them are for the labels. This one in the middle we use it for the big bottles, and that one on the left we use it for the small ones, as you can see in front of you. Those are perfumes, different samples. We sell them in 2 different boxes in our shop. We fill them by hand as well. Do you know the difference between the eau de cologne, the eau de toilette, and the perfume? Do you know the difference?
The perfume is 22% with no water.
Yeah.
The perfume is 12% fragrance.
Yes.
With little
About,
water.
that's right, yes. In the eau de cologne, you only have 5% of essence, is 5. The rest, it's alcohol and distilled water. The eau de toilette, you have about 10%. The rest, alcohol and distilled water. Now you find in the store eau de parfum between the eau de toilette and the perfume. It's about 15% of essence, 15. The rest is only alcohol. And then you have the perfume with 20% of essence. And the rest is only alcohol. That's why the perfume stays longer on your skin. It's more concentrated. And that's why it's more expensive as well. So we make bath salts here, which are crystal salt, and we have the essence, a bit of chlorine as well. We mix them together in this mixer and we leave them to dry. We have different scents like rose, jasmine, lavender, sandalwood. So this perfume, you water soften your skin. You don't need to put so much in your bath. Then they don't make bubbles. They also take the lime off the water. It's good as well for the lime.
Oh.
We make some soaps over there.
It's a big machine. Oh, it's a soap machine.
The base of our soap comes from Marseille. You know Marseille? It's a city in France. It's one of the best quality of soap because it's a natural soap. And then we take the white, pure flakes of soap. We add the essence, we mix them together. And we put this mixture into this first machine over there. And the soap comes out like this. Maybe you can see now. I'll show you. Then we put those flakes into this second machine, which is heated to 60 degrees, and the soap comes out in a long bar. Then we cut this bar into smaller sections. And we pack this in the final machine, which is a molding machine. We make about 3,000 soaps a day, all by hand. And now we are making the lavender soaps. But we have different flowers in soap, like rose, jasmine, mimosa, sandalwood. Also two specialities in soap, like the honey soap for sensitive skin, and the olive oil for dry skin.
I need olive oil soap.
Okay, so
You've got dry skin. Sensitive. Yeah, we're both sensitive, but we can try.
we use this laboratory to purify the essences, and we keep those essences for ourselves because we have our own creations at Fragonard. But we can sell them as well to the other big brands like Guerlain, Christian Dior, Yves Saint Laurent. Then they add something else, and they create their own perfumes. We sell the perfume bases to them. You also find that Fragonard perfume similar to Opium Paris, okay, but with different names on. You can find the same base, okay. So we have different pictures. The first one is Fragonard Museum, it's the town center. And Village de Moulin. This is the nose, and that's the nose, rose distillation, and the perfume. And we sell the perfume in those bottles. So first of all, I'm going to give this brochure can help you in your choice. You see there are 4 different groups, 4 different colors. With the yellow labels, you get fresh ones, very, okay, not too fresh, like Amari Givenchy, like Annie Cacharel, or like Dune, beautiful Estée Lauder, okay, Diorissimo, very light, very fresh. Now more floral, with the pink labels, like Paris, like The Eternity, Calvin Klein, or like Nina Ricci, L'Air du Temps, okay? With the green labels, you get fruity ones, like Oscar de la Renta, like Giorgio Beverly Hills, Poison, Kenzo, Chloé Lagerfeld, same kind of perfume. With the red labels, you get more spicy ones, more oriental, like Trésor Lancôme, Cashmere Chopin, the new one from Christian Dior, Dolce Vita, Chalibin Opium, okay? You see, 4 different groups. So, you will find the same groups with this. It helps you because you have different flowers, okay? Okay? I let you